Right? Wrong.
Important thing that made this movie work and was that it did not take itself seriously.
It's one of those films where you don't have to think. You're right.
It's camp.
You just enjoy.
It's playing. It's being paid to play.
In Commando, you actually brought fun without being over-the-top fun to the character. So you had these great one-liners.
Do me a favor. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied. Where did you learn how to do that?
I read the instructions. What'd you do, Sully?
I let him go.
I let him go.
Hey. Okay. Let off some steam, Bennett.
When I first came over here, I knew nothing about Arnold. I had no idea that he was Mr. Universe. I couldn't pronounce his name, let alone know who he was.
Where are we going?
Shopping.
I think for sure that Schwarzenegger copied Sean Connery in terms of always having a slight smile in the corner of your eye.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on or what?
No. It's acting that you do, so you're not trying to do a documentary and show the way you really are. I can do that on talk shows.
Arnold and I are similar heights, similar weights. I mean, he's all muscle, I'm all, just person.
Vernon is the kind of a guy, that you get to know very quickly, and that we establish a certain kind of a chemistry right away.
They're homosexuals.
Wardrobe on Vernon Wells has led to a lot of, conjecture that Vernon had a crush on Arnold's character.
Bennett.
I know. The outfit they had him in, I mean, hello. He's got a mesh, it looks like he's one of the village people.
They were trying to make the costume that had been on the guy previous fit me, and he was a lot smaller than I was. So, of course, that's what made it look like I was wearing this bulked up costume. I am not Freddie Mercury on steroids.
Arnold's the ideal, and, and if you can't write, if you can't love it, what do you want to do? You want to kill it. The fun part of that whole thing was getting to beat the crap out of Arnie and getting beaten in retrospect by him.
I just want to pull a trigger, put a knife in me.
It's that really confusing sexuality comes through, and it manifests in violence.
You turn it. That's what you want to do, right? John.
I loved all the weapons. I'm a weapon maniac, Give me more,
It's like what they call violence porn. When you've got that kind of Rambo thing, which, not to knock Rambo, but I don't think Rambo ever had sex.
Blood and weapons, more blood, more weapons. I'm really cool.
Right? Yeah. Bill Duke has that presence that's so magnificent, and he's just, just his whole thing is, like, I think he's like the blackest man I've ever met. And I remember just being sort of impressed by the fact that his lip was so pink. Of course, he would be really upset with me saying that.
Sully!
He has this thing where he growls around and doesn't really talk to you while he's working, and I remember just being like, ooh, scared. We're not acting. I mean, this guy's really gnarly. He's scary. And it was like, I'd never had an impaled part before. Ew, there's like an impaled man with pink lips right over there. Isn't that funny? Alyssa, she was like this, and now she's this adult with tattoos. I can't believe she has tattoos. And I liked the spunkiness between she and Arnold. She, like me, got him. I mean, not that he's that hard to get. He's like the sun. And certainly back then, he was really like the sun. think Alyssa, being so little, and I felt the same way, you just wanted to crawl all over him. I mean, you just wanted to just hang off his biceps. You couldn't get a more perfect specimen physically.
I have camouflage paint on. That's again because Hollywood decided that I'm a little bit too handsome. So they paint my face up to make me a little bit more ugly, whatever we call it.
He was always like flexing.
See you later. I'm gonna go this way now.
I remember we were at lunch and we were just thrilled to be in his presence because he's just like, he's bigger than life. We're not going to talk about Arnold's weapon. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, the machine guns are very heavy or so, but that is no problem because I'm used to lifting heavy weights. I happen to be equipped. When people look at my body, they see me well developed and they think, the first thing they think of is,
fasten your seatbelts, because it's some ride.
And I watch the dailies and I look at myself and I can comfortably say, I happen to be equipped.
Am I getting sweaty? He was the genetic perfection. He's genetically perfect.
Equipped.
I'm probably not going to use any of this because it's so honest.
There's a lot of action in this film, shooting and burning trucks. As you can see in the back here, just burned up a truck, shot it with a missile and things like that. So I have a great time, but at the same time, I'm kind of upset. I miss getting laid in Hawaii. You know what I mean by getting laid, you know, put the lay around, so don't misunderstand me, excuse me.
The final part of the movie, we shot up in front of the Hearst Castle. So we were in these cool beach motels. I think we were there for about a week. And we were shooting on this gorgeous beach in front of the Hearst Castle. Remember, we're in the boat and I'm hanging out in the seaplane. I mean, everybody should have a plane on a beach moment. I mean, it was magical. Now, the sad part about it is that we kill about 100 Mexican guys. I think they were from Mexico. Sorry, I don't mean to be racist or anything, but they were little brown men that just got absolutely nailed. And I remember thinking in the movie, I was like, oh my God, we're killing all these people. And they were being beheaded. It was just carnage on this really pretty beach. It was one of those things of, this is really nice, and oh my God, there's so many dead little brown men.